Okay, we're live with +R.
Hey. I've got no idea for a bit because Oren's not here for the one that I had rehearsed. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Let's Check the Number, the 58th weekly Oceanic Region, weekly Guilty Gear XXX Core +R tournament. Looking like an absolute all-killer, no-filler bracket tonight. We have Muffin, Hannah fucking Muffins versus 8th Seas. We have Murmur versus Cakewells for the Violent Bloodbath. The winner of that first match will be fighting the calm, the precise, the elegant Buster. And of course, the winner of Murmur versus Cakewells, the survivor of that bloodbath, will then be put up to the ultimate test in Moose. Who's messaging me on Steam? I haven't heard that in a long... Ah, there we go. Looks like I got another voice going in. How you doing, Fiery?
Like 35 degrees and I just took a nap. I did not have the fan on, so I'm waking up feeling shit.
Perfectly reasonable position to have. SA has cooled down for a couple of days, which is great. It means all my equipment I have to bring for the monthly on Sunday will not melt in the car. Which is good, because I'm bringing the Bariki. And he may not be bringing the Bariki, but we do have some extra fire, some extra passion. Happy birthday to Sleep Mode!
Hey! Thank you. Glad to be here for once. My grand return.
Yeah, congrats on having a week off, so you are not completely dead from work and real life. I can finally click that button, and clicked and done. There we go. I'll wait and see the live Sleep Mode reaction here. Looking like our first match is going to be 8Cs versus Hannah fucking Muffins. Alright, here we go.
Hannah fucking Muffins.
Bridget versus Potemkin. Can she keep away? Can she keep that life lead? Or is the big grip gonna happen here?
Also, thank you for the gift, Pitchy. I am very excited.
The problem with having friends that I've known a long time is that I'm running out of my usual rotation of gimmick gifts. Oh, everyone already owns the Yawg now.
Shit, now I have to pick an earnest gift.
The Yawg is also an earnest gift. There's just nobody expects it.
Of course.
It's like yeah, I've done Blue Revolver, I've done the Yawg, I've done one of the other ones that I pull out like that. Kind of moving into that second tier, trying to up the price category. Aw, Hannah's just happy to be here this week. We're happy to see you too.
Hannah's always happy to be here.
And she does appear to have found her anime kin in the form of the drunk bassist from Bocce the Rock. Huge win there. Love to see bassists thriving.
As we all know, bass is the most important instrument in any given rock band.
Sure. It's the one which establishes that thumping bass line, which gets the place pumping. Because like drums, you know, you could just play the amen break and that's just good enough.
Yeah, you know, that's all reliable. Alright, so I haven't actually seen a Theses play before. So, a Bridget, okay. So
Theses, newcomer.
yeah, no, I know that they're pretty new to the game. I saw that they were getting ready to go to the action.
Yes, they're looking like the strive bracket's going to be gigantic for the action. That's very good to see. Glad to see people hanging out, playing some games. Unfortunately, was not able to get the time off work. And I mean, Q1 of any given year is a pretty bad time, particularly this one. It's when big time real life things happen for Bitchy each year. Particularly this year, where stuff is happening. You know what else is happening? Jump S2S.
Some safe jumps were happening by the looks of it. Just at least is with, you know, able to get a bit of a neutral presence established early on, but unfortunately you give Potemkin one chance and he will take it. And
it's been taken.
It's been taken, all right.
I do love that a Theses is definitely. I have no idea if it's a Theses or 8Cs, but I do love that like, they are playing a Bridget game plan. It's just unfortunately it's the reload Bridget game plan. And heavenly.
I was actually having a really interesting. I ended up staying up until like 3:30 in the morning playing against Murmur last night, and we had a pretty interesting discussion about Bridget because at the moment, the phrasing was really funny. Murmur basically said she thinks that Runaway Bridget is a psyop.
Kinda. Like, if you look at how, say, Jace, Mohoko, and even back in the day, Mugen's Bridget, there was always a mixture of key play in order to get the opportunity to actually go in and do real wacky mix-ups. It's just Rue had so many iconic matches, particularly Rue's scene at Upshaw at the time. Just had a lot of trouble getting in on that game plan. And so Rue was able to really make it work. But you look at like the couple of times that Rue went to the US, they played way more aggressively.
And, you know, we're certainly seeing that, and I mean, it'd be kind of difficult for Bridget to get an offensive game plan established against Potemkin because everything's such a huge risk when Blockbuster's on the table, of course.
And 50 tension as well for Pod means it's so difficult to start doing the long-range stuff with Bridget.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being able to FRC those slide heads, do those heavenlies on reaction to your keep away. Bit of a struggle session. I mean, like as always, the core with Bridget as a design question in that double X is like, how do you make them a fun character while also being distinct from Pity?
Yeah, for sure. Looks like that question might have to be answered a little bit later on as Muffins takes that one 2-0.
Girls love to be called
M. It's a very fun phoneme.
Yeah, keep at it. We're always glad to have your presence at these.
Absolutely. It is good to see people trying out +R. It's a very good game, and we made even better with more people playing it. And speaking of more people, looks like we've got Murmur versus K-Kells right now. K-Kell's another player I'm not too familiar with. Johnny, by the looks of it? Yep.
Okay, they're in.
Now, do we have a Johnny here that can live up to the standard set by Southie?
You know, the white girl Testament and the white boy Johnny. White boy Summer is here at last.
2023, the year of the white girl.
Not bad.
Beautiful anti-air.
Here we go. Street Fighter Johnny. Love to see it. Swat him out that air. Oh, what we're doing.
Well, that must be why he's wearing. White. It's a reference to Ryu's gi.
That's right. That's right, Artosis. We love Ryu here. We're doing, you know, like layer one of just any gaming website decided to write an article in the fighting game community. We're gonna compare these players to Ryu.
Yep.
Because it's the fight is what matters. Much more than like winning or making money off this. We're all just like Ryu. Big insight.
As a wise man once said, "Tatakai no naka de kotae wa aru."
I really like the choice in ending with that Nightmare Circular, so in the event it didn't get the gut skill, just hey, I've got this OTG which is inflicting poison, and that's the only bit that matters, just accumulate the damage that way. Cute little decision there. A lot more 6k6 HFRCs coming out of that. He's really working in just, hey, it cranks up a ton of guard bar while also maintaining pressure in a way that is distinct from exit means to avoid getting stale in my pressure. Oh,
yeah,
man.
and that's really important because if you start getting really predictable if you start relying too much on Exit Beast in pressure, then you're just giving your opponent free opportunities to jump out and, if not establish their own pressure, then at least make a clean break to neutral. But it looks like no neutral. Looks like no neutral allowed here. We do have those first passes happening, but ooh.
Yeah, there we go. That tree's still up, baby. $1 per air throw.
George of the jungle.
Ay. Unfortunately, this Johnny is not being played by Brendan Fraser.
The studio was too cheap for that.
It's gonna do strats from the movie, you know?
Yeah.
Just drink like 5 liters of coffee. Then Ursula will like you.
That's true.
Heaven or hell? Duo, let's rock!
I have not thought about that movie in probably 20 years. And the fact that I can just recite, like, reference a specific bit from like 3/4 of the way through it. This is the pitchy experience, everybody. Sincere apologies. Oh my goodness me, the 2K 5D variant where you do 2K60 with that. Never seen. Oh, and again, disgusting. Oh, and then go, oh, that's conditioning, baby.
It is such a mean overhead.
Oh, the shonen combo?
Fortunately, missing right at the end there, but we do have the sweep into the warrant just to make sure, you know.
Going for that air combo hit. Insig got no 2 hits, unfortunate.
Yeah, not quite able to get the end pass move, but still positioning here. We get the neutral tech from Murmur, but regaining that corner positioning.
Not sure okay because still maintained that level 2 miss, but Keiko's really keen on just letting rip with these finers in a way that I don't think is quite. It's certainly in XR you do that, but I think with Double X Johnny, you want to maintain that level 2 just for the frame advantage much more. And then really confirm to when you're going to let rip. Then you can just spend several points to get some damage while keeping that level 2 at the end.
Yeah, that's really the key thing. You know, because Johnny's normals aren't as XR Johnny's normals are fantastic, and you know, well,
my favorite thing of the character. They were okay. So this game systems fundamentally reward Johnny's playstyle and make him less risky. He's Mr. Don't whiff your buttons ever, and then they made it that it's now actually a win state to whiff the buttons and cancel them. But then they also made his buttons whiff less in the first place. Just 2H.
Listen, it's fine. He needs it.
He needs it. It's a good thing his 2H can't be counted in like an air mist finer. That would be particularly nasty. Oh.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Archie! Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Alright, Buster versus Muffins. Violence. This is where we start getting to the business end here. Gonna be seeing some Potemkin. We're gonna be seeing some Stun Dipper. Some whiff punishes, some sick spacing perfect confirms, some tight air stun edge FRCs. All your favorite Buster hits. Will we be seeing all our favorite Muffins hits? I don't know. EX Pod isn't being picked. Can't hit the loop.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Oh yeah, just letting rip with a hammer fall? Yeah, that is a Muffin. Yeah. Beautiful pickup off that counter hit 5H, being like, hey yeah, there's enough hit stun to just run in, which is sweet. Beautiful extension of the stun edge FRC.
Yep, give me 2.
Yeah, just keeping it simple. Nice. Here we go though. They jump. Yep. What's the mix? Getting out there a bit too far away, even with that vacuum, see? Never should have removed that vacuum on 2S. He needs it. Doesn't even stay on top of them even with it.
See, saying this character needs it always sounds like you're being facetious, but Potemkin literally does need the vacuum on 2S.
He does actually need it.
He's genuinely a core part of the character. Beautiful backdash into the Podbuster from Muffins here, into the stage jump, catching low with the 5K, right back into it, and just...
I mean, I don't think Strive Pot needs it. Like, Strive Pot is so much closer to like every other fighting game's grappler that, yeah, like it's fair enough doing bad things with balance.
I mean, and that's just like, you know, Strive is so fundamentally different from other Guilty Gear games that just by necessity you have to, you know, fundamentally reconsider a tool like, you know, 2S.
It's more like Hugo because the game is Street Fighter 5 too.
Yeah. You know, vacuuming buttons in Street Fighter probably isn't gonna fly.
Oh my goodness me, disgusting.
Wow.
Just, oh man!
Oh
Can
no!
I ask you that one?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Again.
We gotta get a tech trap off this. Oh no! Not teching. Buster knows. Buster's looking. Already eaten several resets into that heat will not deal with it again. Nice extension.
Alright, I like that we saw the patience from Muffins there, knowing not to challenge after that stun edge, but important low, and
there we go.
Star
Mine, laid out the backdash. Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Hey! Nice, and we caught it out! Oh my goodness me, Hannah, watch out. Tumblr call-out post is coming for you. Whipping up the BuzzFeed piece right now. 15 times Buster Slade.
That's it. You know, Muffins, your problematic fave no longer.
Have you ever tried reading an old? Have you ever tried reading any old BuzzFeed quiz or just random BuzzFeed article from like 5 years ago?
Cannot say I have, no.
Oh, because the host that they use for all their gifs is gone. So you get like 2 lines and then just this enormous amount of missing images. Oh my goodness me. Intentional Mega Fist. No need to scoop in the air. We're gonna steal souls with our fists. Oh, don't like that one. Getting a bit twitchy here. I mean, it's Potemkin, you gotta do some gambling. Oh my goodness, the beautiful pickup even on a heavyweight there. Oh, going for the fuzzy. No dice. Oh.
Why didn't we get the pick up with the 2S? It was close.
It's quick time, pressure.
Oh wow, that was
all these double jumps. I'm feeling like you're gonna be in the heavenly. Oh, no! Rainbow, baby. Nice.
Lovely, excellent punish with the 2H. Don't go for anything fancy. You know where it's gonna hit him.
You know it's never gonna be. Does Potemkin have a projectile? The thesis is asking. If Potemkin's projectile reflector turns it into that big yellow shockwave.
Yeah, that's right. So
I do want to remind you that slide head is a projectile and can be flicked. That's right. When you encounter an earthquake, just flick it.
It's that easy.
Oh no! Be careful about calling Potemkin that big fire thing. The stomach and giant rubber the animation. I don't think any giant rubber can do it. Oh man, the double overhead.
This is looking to be Buster's round.
Super? Yep, I got killed. What sort of sacred edge do you think he has? Is he going for like an Excalibur, or is he more like, say, Muramasa?
I mean, he definitely, like, he's Catholic, right? So he definitely strikes me as closer to Excalibur.
Yep, sure. Actually, no, you know what? I'm trying to remember, what's the name of Charlemagne's sword? You know, Charlemagne brackets fake rather than Charlemagne brackets real. You know, the dumbass fake go twink rather than the old dude from Fate Excella.
Alright.
I love that Fate has Charlemagne brackets real and Charlemagne brackets fake.
So will the Fate type in wiki tell me the name of his weapon?
How's your use? Your use is the Charlemagne blade, so there we go. Gonna work in some sort of wacky joke about that next time I'm at a major.
Joyeuse, you said. I don't actually know how to. I assume it's
the IPA right there. So. Because it's more like Joe's.
Joyeuse.
Yep.
Joyeuse? I don't know.
Yeah, but we're both a bit rusty on the IPA here. IPA, isn't that when you put too many hops in?
Yeah. We don't like IPA here, we like lager.
Hell yeah. Society has moved past the need for IPA. Like, it is called an Indian Pale Ale because it is a pale ale shipped to India from England and thus needs extra hops to preserve it through the travel. It's not because it tastes better. And every dipshit who wants to go start becoming a homebrewer is, oh, I'll make an IPA because that way I can just cover my bad flavor with more hops. I mean, like, I respect the option selecting, but you know, like, people don't like SF4 and its option select for a reason. What the hell is Moose doing? Look, I think Moose was feeling himself after winning an XN tournament with May last night.
No. I'm sorry, Moose. You're good at the game, but the +R community in this particular region is a little too small and tight-knit for you to be able to get away with something like that.
We'll see, we'll see. I just gotta... I mean, well, we'll see what tournaments we run. It is the Sunday monthly in SA this Sunday. We've switched up the format a bit this time though, so there's only 4 games which are specifically scheduled. Everything else is do whatever you want. If there's enough people to run a bracket of any game, then we'll run. Rather than us being like, do we run XR or do we run +R or do we run what this week? It's like, nah, Strive, Tekken, KOF, that's scheduled every time, so hopefully those people turn up consistently. Everyone else, we know that there's like 10 of us who will play whatever game we feel like doing, so we'll just decide on the day.
And that's truly one of my favorite things about the South Australian fighting game scene is just the number of people who are willing to just play whatever. I mean, one of my fondest memories was it was many years ago now, but it was the last Southern Cross I attended, where while Street Fighter V Finals was happening, I just ended up playing Nitro Plus Blasters with you and Sam.
That is a good game.
That was a good time.
Oh, the unblockable!
Oh, that was...
Potemkin too heavy to get the Badlands off it. One through. Big damage. Nope, never mind. This has not been studying their fucking muffins.
That's... Every time... Every time I've gotten out of that unblockable setup, it was by accident because I haven't studied the curse patterns yet. And you know, studying curse patterns is for nerds.
If you're gonna study curse patterns, you might as well like learn fucking Gradius 3. Like, actually, no. You know what? If you're the sort of person who's studying curse patterns, check out Gradius 3. Have I got an ice cube section for you?
Moose betting a bit too much of that confirm off the 5k. Minus starting some pressure here. Big counter hit with the Mega Fist, forcing out the burst.
That lead now. That's mine. Testament zone here. Big tests. In the pocket of big tests. Gonna have to deal with your Naptors. Oh man, there's the trade. Here we go. Whirling down that life. Chaos configuration not quite there anymore. Oh my goodness me, Moose. Please buffer a charge move for once in your life, please. Like, Moose not really much of a charge character player in any game. I know he was playing some May yesterday in XR, but not someone I really associate with having wacky charge petitioning and buffered inputs. So when someone gets narky about describing XX May as having charge petitioning, it's like, no, it's not identical to Rami's inputs. It's like, you know what? Just play both characters. You know what? Don't play Rami.
Yeah, don't play Rami. I've tried. It's not worth it.
It's like, Nurk is a really good Rami, but also he would be way better if he just played Ken instead.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Remy player. You are not Piero.
Nobody is Piero. Nobody is Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Hey, Moose, it is paying off.
Alright, yeah, Moose on the board.
Real sloppy stuff here, but you know, that's as much as murmur. It takes 2 to tango. That's the thing. Being a better player doesn't always mean making the correct decisions. It can also mean just making less bad decisions and less bad.
Yeah. Well, I
think it's something people forget a lot about competition, is that there are many nuances into what a win and a loss actually mean.
Yeah. No, for sure. I remember sort of having a similar thought around the time, you know, DNF Duel came out and people were getting upset about all of the robbery that was happening. And it's just, you know, it comes from this idea that the winner of any given game should be the player who made who spent the most time winning or made the most correct decisions. And it's, no, the player's not the game's not looking for whoever makes the most correct decisions. It's just looking for whoever wins.
Like, as much as we love to make chess comparisons, this game isn't just... Fighting games aren't just chess, they are also yo-yos.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me. Fire is 6k. Working because of the hammerful armor. Ooh. Nasty. He's down on life here. He's up again, so anything can happen in just 2 more rounds and Moose to take it. 1 more for Murmur.
Duo, let's rock.
Oh my goodness me. Mashing out these mega fists like it's accent core in their plus. Oh my goodness, beautiful.
Oh, that 2H. For the longest time, I thought that move was just a low profile, and then Murmur revealed the ugly truth to me. It's actually just invincible.
I love that guilty kick could be like, yeah, this move just has like all involved for like 10 frames. You're like, yeah, that's a fair one. Yeah, at least I'm not dealing with Michael Sword, you know.
Yeah. It's not nuke, so I'll take it.
Yeah, it's not nuclear blasts or whatever. Yeah, so is Justice the nuke called NB because it's nuclear blast like the record label, or is it actually a shortening of NIB, the Black Sabbath song from the debut album Black Sabbath, featuring their debut single Black Sabbath?
Which came first, the band Black Sabbath or the song Black Sabbath? Oh no. Goodbye.
Duo, let's rock.
You listen to much Sabbath?
Not as much as I should, honestly.
Yeah, those. I would say the first 4 albums, but I think it's actually I think it's the first, second, third, and fifth. Because I think the fourth is Technical Ecstasy, which is their worst album by a long shot. And yeah, Black Sabbath, Paranoid, Masters of Reality, and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, tremendous stuff. If you like, do you like the blues brackets distorted?
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, you know, like King Crimson early. Yeah, your two main influences on heavy metal to begin with. It's King Crimson, who are like the blues are the single worst thing ever invented, and Black Sabbath, who are like, we are just doing the blues. It's British, the blues.
The blues brackets British.
Oh man, she's jumping. She's having none of this. Playing some Mario against this Potemkin. Oh my goodness me! The dust and the heavenly. What a read! But unfortunately, Badlands hitbox too big. Be careful here, can't really hammer fall. It will get you killed! Can't afford to do it anymore. Any hit will probably kill you. Maybe that was a judge gauntlet attempt, but it was just too short on tension. Either way, well done to Murmur. Well done to Moose for making that much closer than I was expecting. What a legend. Best player in SA. Love you, Moose. Love you, my child. No HDR tonight, so only one child to support. Alright, Moose versus 8th Seas coming up here next on stream, it looks like. The Theses, 8th Seas. Let's see who Moose plays. Come on, Moose, give him the brisket.
I believe brisket.
Want to see that town inside you.
And everyone's voice.
To me, I'm not there. I am just watching from afar. But I can go home. I'm literally streaming from home, so.
Yeah. Me too.
How are you feeling about that alarm clock you chose, though?
Heaven or hell.
I haven't had to listen to it this week, so. So maybe I'll just hate it more next week.
We are going with it's the name of the scientist color here. It's too pale to be the whole color. Even if the pants definitely work.
Ooh, the tap FD technique. I used to use that a fair bit for no particular reason.
Love to do a bit of mashing.
Yeah, and that's something that AC is gonna have to be real careful of, is just attempting to bust out that armor with the hammerfall at any moment.
Okay, going for 2 punches there with one to do the punching combo. No, Bridge a bit of a lightweight character. You hit him too much, they're gonna go flying. Got that stun, but it might be ruled out in time. Never mind, enough damage. Zannen deshita. Okay, one last chance. I know it can feel a bit like you're doing You're doing that final fight in Metal Gear Rising when going up against a Potemkin as a new player, but you know, finally you'll start to realize.
Heaven or hell. Duo. Let's rock.
It took me way too long to remember how that song goes. Like, the meme has not been relevant for a few months now. It'll come back, though.
What's your favorite bit in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? I'm a big fan of the security guard reading a knockoff of Megami magazine that is way too on point in the page layouts.
God, I haven't played MGR in so long that I only remember some of the larger parts that everybody remembers.
Good old days of 9/11.
I mean, I remember when I played it when it came out, and all of my friends were losing it over memes, the DNA of the soul.
Right. See, yeah, everything Crispin Freeman, who's obviously having the time of his life.
Oh yeah.
But also like, it's just, man, it sucks that this guy's just a documentary on the Republican Party now. Like, there was last year at least one Republican candidate who basically did back to the good old days of 9/11.
Yeah.
Big fan of the one where Raiden tries to make some obnoxious witty comeback to Wolf. And it's like, have you heard of sarcasm, Wolf? And Wolf's like, I understand you made a joke, it just wasn't funny, dude.
Yeah.
Like, damn, Raiden just like me for real.
Yeah. Turns out Raiden is a dork.
Oh, I did not pick that up from Metal Gear Solid 2 at all. Oh, nice, we got chase-ins, nice. Oh, and we got the cancels, hell yeah. Get up. Unfortunately, lots of meter here, so it's a bit risky to do.
Oh no, unfortunate misinput there, wasting the meter, but... Alright, so we're seeing signs of life here from ACs, but not enough of it, I'm afraid.
And the Bariki 1 damage dealt right there.
Yep.
It's like, are they alive? Donk! Nope. The old Akatsuki Maru 7 into 6. Alright, winners final. Buster versus Murmur. Congratulations to Muffins for defeating K-Quells off-stream via DQ. Hope everything's going okay, K-Quells. That was a rather abrupt departure. Thank you once again for playing Theses. Alrighty, what's Murmur gonna pick? Is it time for the Testament? Is it time for the Blood? Work stuff? Okay, could be worse. As always, thanks to Fiery for hosting and organizing every week. Your services are always appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, if you're in South Australia this Sunday, Hartley Building, room G10 is where we're booked, though we'll probably be taking over the lobby as well. It's the white building you can access off Kintor Avenue. Doors open from midday, $5 door fee, $5 for whatever tournaments we actually run. Bring some cash, it's a lot easier than the card, though we do have the card option. Can't play video games, I'll have the Bariki 1 there, if nothing else. I know Sadiq wants to do some Marvel.
And
Sadiq's making a push for some Sadiq's pushing for pivot to PC, as are the Tekken scene. It's like, well, y'all can run that stuff, I ain't touching it. I'm not dealing with people's controllers taking over the sound drivers over and over. Especially for Marvel, where they love to be able to hear the game sound. Because that's how you know if Doctor Doom has got his missiles coming out yet.
Yeah, no, it's a very important element. And by that same token, any viewers in Brisbane, if you would like to play some games, we are running our monthly session at the Bloodhound Bar in Fortitude Valley tomorrow night from, I believe, 6 p.m., about 6 until 10 p.m. $10 at the door gets you a free drink or a discounted meal. You get to come in, play some games. I might be there with the PlayStation 3, so you can play some dumb shit.
Only good games on the PS3.
There's only good games on the PS3, like Dark Awake, The King Has No Name.
That's right, Dark Awake, The King Has No Name, also known as Chaos Breaker. Published by Taito. Developed by Airlift. Either of those. I'm trying to work out a segue into the match from that, and sorry, don't have one. But nevertheless. Oh, actually, Dark Awake is a pretty cursed game. It does have cursed head, and it did land a curse briefly there. There we go.
That
Back in
does
tails.
involve a head that is cursed.
Oh my goodness me, that stunned him, but no fear. 50% tension, well worth the
He's
investment.
got 3 of them too.
Okay.
It's a hard knockdown. I say hard knockdown, but there's only one kind of knockdown in this game. It's a knockdown or it isn't.
No mismatch referring to Kai's high guards 2v5 v5p as a Hocton or Ken combo. Oh no, is the connection drop for you?
It fixed itself for me.
Yeah, it looks good.
But I did get the for a moment. Oh, setting out the guard cancel, but no punish, and 1 knockdown into the lightning strike is gonna do it.
Alright, gotta be like that Kakazu in Naruto Clash of the Ninja. Lightning style.
Lightning style.
Let's make some money. If this doesn't make me money, I'm not interested. Bless you, Dub Naruto. Bless you, Kazuzu. You're one of my favorite Dalsims. 18's very own Dalsim. I think it's the only Dalsim function they've ever made, unless you count Lancer as one.
I think Lancer's a pretty distinct kind of character archetype.
I guess Darmid, the Fate Zero Lancer, would really be it because he's got the dive kicks and the ridiculously long buttons.
True. He certainly does have those things.
Sadly, no Dalsim equivalent here today. We are instead going with the Testament, not the Axle. Oh yeah, that's a classic catch-22 with that Phantom Soul out. Do you block the overhead and deal with the curse, or do you eat the overhead and take the damage? And pray that the Phantom Soul will interrupt the combo that the Testament's doing. Oh my goodness, counter hit there, Murmur. Not wanting to sit still. As expected. She is the Twitch Lord. Seeing a fun little bit of the old momentum glitch with charge stun edge. Or if you FRC and jump too soon, then it moves upwards with you, which can sometimes let people low profile it.
Oh, I saw that slash back attempt from Buster there. That was sneaky. Oh, no.
Rainbow Serpent running absolute amok in South Australia at the moment there. Just the floods, you see. Rainbow Serpent for the Murray. As we get a low, nice. Oh man!
Oh, guilty gear!
Guilty gear. But as cool as Strive Testament is, sadly they do not have a move which makes you guard cancel in the wrong direction. Wow, video games. I love programming.
Although, oh, see, you said that that Strive Testament can't make you guard cancel in the wrong direction. That's because there's no way to guard cancel in the wrong direction in that game.
Yeah, guard cancel. Orb.
Heaven or hell?
Just pondering my yellow cancel. Yeah, start him on the white? Absolutely. A big fan of Guilty Gear Strive right there.
Oh, we got those?
Oh, we got the pickup at the end. Even better.
Whoa.
Oh, doesn't matter if we missed that 6k. We got the loops, baby.
That was a chaos. That was a chaos code combo. That was nuts.
No, there wasn't. Actually, yeah, the final part was a chaos code extension.
Yeah.
Because like just doing a thing that wall bounces 5 times, that is a Guilty Gear thing.
Yeah, no, that's 100%
Getting
a
that
Guilty
weird
Gear.
falling pickup into the 2H into DP, that is a real chaos code.
Yeah.
Expecting this guy to start saying, over there.
Game set to that. Shoutouts to friends of the show, FK Digital.
Shoutouts to sworn enemy of Pitchy, Kevanos from Chaos Code. Hate that guy. Oh, here we go. The Dole. What the tree doing? Tree is sitting in reserve. I'll be back soon, don't worry. Here it comes. Watch out, watch out. Buster, will you move in?
Oh,
Yes.
but watch out for that tree, and here comes
Poison
Bonnie
attack.
with a great big hug.
Halcyon the Third.
Duo. Let's rock.
Hitting them with that breaker. Truly breaking the combo. Just like in Breakers.
Poison!
Poison! Yeah, that's the problem with Kai. He doesn't play enough like PL.
Yes! Congratulations to Cubite for the successful launch of the Breakers collection.
And from memory, the devs on that have some issues, but hopefully things go well for Breakers.
Oh, we got the gold burst. We started something huge. Wolf Warrant. Navigate through the wall here. Oh, interrupting, and here's the pickup, forcing out the burst from
On that
Buster.
burst. Looked like there was a chance, doesn't matter. Uchu Nageda. Tree, it's come. Oh!
What a flashback! Wow!
Predictable. That pressure slash backing the 2H. May be invulnerable.
Mieru.
Act like any other.
On the OTG, not quite able to get the pickup off of the Hitomi there. And that is a 3-0 to Buster.
Buster advancing into that grand final. Dead or Alive, great karate game quote from Joe Rogan?
Yeah, great karate game. Even though there's like 2 characters max that know karate in that
One of them's
game.
Hitomi. Leave her be. Which is cool. No one who speaks German could be evil.
I mean, Hitomi is very cute. I enjoy that character a lot.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive. I'm so sad that Dead or Alive 6 went the way it did, because Dead or Alive is a very cool series.
I'm sad that Runus no longer gets to win every major by doing a command throw that instills back turn and leaves him at plus 15. I cannot believe that you have done this to me, Moose. You know what? Let's keep talking about DOA because it's a fucking Potemkin mirror. The actual worst matchup to talk about in the game. It's like, yeah, whoever hammer falls first loses.
Yep.
So you don't do hammer.
Boy, I sure do.
There we go. See, that is a key reminder of like the big mistake every Potemkin after this game has made, which is they reduce the amount of invul frames that there are on whiff for Potemkin Buster. So you don't have like these 20 odd frames where it's like, oh, we both dodged the throw and now we just sit here looking like doofuses. Oh,
Yeah, oh no!
Go for 3? No, actual Locky. Ay, ay, ay.
So, speaking of Dead or Alive, Dead or Alive 2 is playable on Fightcade, and you should play Dead or Alive 2, because that game is really cool.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Yeah, I was booting up Soul Calibur 2 HD the other day while checking some PS3 things. One, do you have a save file for all the character unlocks so I don't have to do them myself?
I will see if I can extract the save file from my PS3.
And 2 was a really strong reminder of how, like, this is an art style that games should go for more. Like, a game that looks good without having... Like, because the textures are really good, the animations are tremendous. And it's not super taxing on your system, everything's clear, and also still looks genuinely great. Sorry, I'm gonna have to duck out for a brief moment, or we will be back. Do not worry.
We await your return, warrior. I suppose I have to start talking about a Potemkin mirror now. So slide ahead, and yep. I'm sorry, I don't know how to talk about this. What? This is, oh, okay, that was actually a good air throw. That's the Moose special, but the backdash into Potemkin Buster, that throw does more damage. It doesn't know to come down and jump D. You always see that from, yeah. Chomukin Buster, and that is gonna punish the 5H, but Chomukin Buster. And just, yeah. Whoever can out-stupid the other wins this matchup. This is... Look, you know how it is, chat. I'm actually going to open up Fiery's stream so I can look at the chat. because you guys might have more insightful things to say about this matchup than I. I don't have to pretend like I can actually commentate this matchup either, specifically because I'm, you know, this is a volunteer effort, you know. I don't have to try. I should try a little bit. Okay. Getting the knockdown. Just jump into jump. We're playing KOF now. Just repeated hot pressure. Giganta. Jumping out of the command grab. Really nice. You jumped. That was your mistake. Beautiful anti-air, not quite able to get the full pickup, but we do have the air throw. He's getting a little bit too hasty here. The counter hit with the 2S, taking anything off of it. Yep, whoever does hammer fall second, everybody. A good pickup, actually. Good awareness. Punching that 6H. I'm not sure what would have possessed Moose to go for 6H at that particular range, but you know, I'm not a Potemkin player. Oh no. Whoever does anything second wins. That's just how this matchup goes. Moose still with a fair amount of meter on deck here as well. Oh, we do know about the jump D on the way down from Heavenly. With the air throw. Fortunate. Within the burst. We do have the corner positioning here for Muffins, so try and keep Moose locked down here. We do have that response hammerfall on deck. Again, the RC though, protecting Moose. No. Muffins. Hannah fucking Muffins. I just saw the message from don't let him in your head, Hannah. Don't fall victim to the genjutsu.
Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock. Counter.
We beat genjutsu with taijutsu. You cannot trick me. I shall punch through reality with my fists. Missing out the burst from Moose. Such a tough situation, specifically for Potemkin to deal with. And Potemkin Buster did have the combo after that as well. We're going to be in a better position here. Gurren Lagann type quote. No, see, if it was a Gurren Lagann quote, I would have mentioned the drill. I assume that's how the quote goes. You know, the drill that pierces the heavens or something. I haven't actually watched past like episode 3 of Gurren Lagann. You know, confession. For a very long time was a serial mecha not watcher. It wasn't until Pitchy got me to watch Aura Battle of Dunbine and The Witch from Mercury that I started to become more interested in mecha. Beautiful throw tech. Nobody throw techs on purpose. Everyone just had the same idea. Right, but Muffin's on the board here.
You win.
My favorite thing about throw techs in this game is that they can happen during other actions if they involve the H button. Like last night I was playing against Murmur, and I had a throw tech happen when I tried to do H mad struggle. So it was very, very funny. Please do, or at least the movie. I mean, I probably will. I'll probably go back to Gurren Lagann at some point. Alright, and so we have moved on to
Heaven or hell.
Murmur
Let's rock.
versus Muffins. Danzai. Judgment has been delivered. A loser's final here, so both contestants fighting for their life. Not quite going for the unblockable here. And unfortunately, we're gonna get scooped.
Duo. Let's rock.
Now going to Muffins. Big bet with a 6H there at round start from Murmur. Not quite paying off, but we do have to confirm the key grab here. Here comes fun time. Whoa! Oh, alright! I see. That burst to whiff. Oh. That was... Yeah, that was a pretty tough... That's a pretty tough situation for Potemkin to deal with. Obviously, trying to hammerfall through the flip kick is a really good idea. But if you've got the cancel into Goku Monoha going, then there's not much you can do about it. It's a really good confirm into the heat knuckle before. Ah, yes, you absolutely want that trade. First game going to Muffins.
You now fight a new rival.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Heaven or hell. Duo.
See, now I just reminded myself of the new Challenger jingle from Second Impact. So cool.
I mean, my favorite Capcom next match jingle is still the Alpha 2 version, because it's just the Street Fighter 2 jingle,
Yeah.
but at like 3 times the volume it normally would be.
Yeah.
I'm like, jump scare. Truly, the Pugasa from Toho of next Challenger jingles.
I think...
That's 1 knockdown. Well, the 2 knockdowns. 1 more to go. Oh!
Oh, no.
The robbery, it's coming. Just 1 slide head will do it.
Forcing out the blood pack. None left. When all you have is a key.
Everything begins to look like engaging with Yog-Sothoth off the gate to the other. I can't see. No. 1 more mix. There we go. Oh, 1 more mix. 1 more once, as a certain video game might say. Also a big fan of Mark of the Wolves just saying, the Challenger.
The Challenger. I really like the Japanese Project Justice new Challenger.
Mata!
The Japanese announcer really does so much for the texture of that game that the English announcer just can't do. Even when you do, it's really a Japanese guy saying it, you know, there's such a marked difference between Shotomata and here comes a new challenger.
Oh yeah, that's way more of a KOF vibe.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, I wouldn't stand Mark of the Wolves, kid. I'd be careful about walking that path.
Look, Mismatch is young. He's yet to learn.
This match is not fought enough, Kevins.
See, he's only played me in Mark of the Wolves, and I'm not good enough at that game to convince anybody to not play it. What Mismatch is going to do is we got to get him to fight Dejan. We must show him true helplessness.
Fight Falco. Falco will make you far angrier than Dejan's Terry will.
Oh, true, because Falco plays Grant, doesn't he?
Oh, no, Gatto.
Oh, he plays... Oh, no! What's that?
I play Grind because I hate effort.
True.
Push buttons. Noble kick.
I did do the funny DP into dive kick against Mismatch one time. That's always good. Yeah, see, Mismatch is so clueless that he plays Rock.
Oh no, that is the Mark of the Wolves is my favorite game starter kit right there.
Yeah, 100%.
Rock Howard doing Raging Storm. Not knowing what a break is. You're not knowing what a fate cancel is.
Yeah.
Not realizing that BGNA gets to transfer the backdashes involved to a dive kick startup. 1999, what a year for fighting games. What a year for reads.
2023, the year of the read. Yeah, Mismatch does know what feint cancels are. He certainly doesn't know what breaks are, but that's because his main doesn't allow him to know what they are.
Rock's break is on what, command grab?
Yeah, it's on his command grab, so not on anything useful.
He gets a different combo in the corner to mid-screen though.
Oh, he doesn't get to build any meter though.
Well, I would simply, like, power cancel my jab into 4 different moves at once.
Oh, Kevin.
Guess how Giggles plays in Mark of the Wolves.
Hokutomaru?
It's Kevin.
Yeah, of course it's Kevin.
Hasn't been much Mark of the Wolves play in SA in a while. We're all about that Bariki, but also, there's been just a lot of Gundam. While the teams try to get Persona going.
Yeah. I think it's okay if the teens want to play Persona.
I like the teens getting bullied by the poor implementation of the rollback netcode for some reason.
Well, that's Atlas for you.
Yeah, like it could have been a demand by Atlas. It's certainly possible when it comes to Persona. It's an incredibly strange situation. You know what is also strange? Nothing right here. Testament game plan going as you want it to be. Huge amount of poison damage here, like half the life bar.
And just...
Oh,
that was disgusting!
Ambiguous cross up in the corner, followed by a second overhead for free. Yes! Look, they need it. This is the privilege you get when you're hot.
It's true.
And this is Testament still firmly in there while you were partying. I studied the Blade era.
Yeah, they certainly, you know, relaxed a little bit.
Yeah, like their hockey's not so focused and strive because, you know, they're too busy doing things besides fighting games. Too busy getting every other hobby.
Following the advice of Tatsuki Fujimoto, go watch something else.
That's right. Yeah, sometime around Double X Testaments will go up and read the Harry Potter book. It's really cool. There's the Jellyfish Pirates will read another book. And they did.
Yep. That's the good ending to that story. They, does Testament strike you as the kind of person that would read Discworld?
Yes, but they've only read like 4 of them before doing something else. Because, you know, like, if Testament had started reading them with, like, Cliff had handed them to him, but I feel like they read, like, a bunch of Discord books just at an airport in a period when they were just really exploring their horizons. They definitely own, like, every Ursula Le Guin book, though. Their favorite Robert Heinlein book is The Star Beast. It was funny when the alien pet reveals that it considered the human its pet the whole time.
Sending out the curse here, setting up the pressure. What curse pattern do we have here today? None. No more.
Curse is over. Ooh, the curse is well and truly broken now. Backbreaker. Backbreaker.
Curse of the Fist has been placed upon Testament, it would seem.
I do love, like, most grapplers in fighting games will have at least some form of pro wrestling reference, and Potemkin is effectively doing an Argentinian backbreaker, where he does Potemkin custom. And this is important because, like, usually the pro wrestling troopers will try to make the moves look as devastating as possible. And of course, the point of pro wrestling is to not hurt your partner. And so the point of the Argentinian backbreak is that it's a move where you don't really doing much to your opponent at all, it just looks scary.
Yeah.
So this is a beautiful thing because the point of Potemkin's moveset is that he's practicing a martial art he developed specifically to do as little damages to people as possible. Because if he just punched them full force, they would just die in one hit.
Yep. It's just a wonderful little bit of... Oh!
That's
Sorry,
dead.
forget the lore. That was...
No dead. That's too
Sometimes just, you know, the most impressive thing is just the simplest thing.
like
You
this
know,
tree.
I certainly got
Oh
grabbed.
no, Murmur! Don't do it, no! Oh no, there we go. Whoa! Very last act, very surprising punish there. I thought that H was mistimed.
Chop.
Is that
Boo.
enough for Hannah? Lore pot is such a sweetie, but in-game pot? Yeah, well, in-game pot is a cool dude. Because this is a double X pot. We don't have to balance this character around while Hammerfall YRC exists.
And I mean, you know, hindsight's 2020, but it is still like there's so much more that they could have let him get away with while Hammerfall YRC still exists.
Yeah, they could have given him a gun.
True.
Could have given him like a big airsoft gun, so he doesn't hurt people too much. You can get one of those big expensive Nerf Gatling guns, which require like four C-sized batteries or whatever. And you're constantly having to pick up the darts because it's like, man, firing 200 darts is very annoying to clean up. Yeah, you bought it just as an elaborate bit for your church youth group Nerf fight, because they never actually got organized. Potemkin absolutely runs a church youth group.
He's definitely the type, for sure. Or if not like a church youth group, then he just kind of organizes fun games at like childcare centers and stuff.
Yeah, like petitioned the council to make like a dedicated space for the teens, the disaffected teens to hang out, but now they just go to like a local park. Oh my goodness, beautiful pick up there, even if we didn't get the FRC. Using that old school Potemkin timing. Back when Hammerfall's FRC was on the hit stop. They never should have taken that. They never should have taken away from him. Like, really, just the slide head and knee knuckle changes are all that they really needed to do as far as nerfing Potemkin. And even then, they shouldn't have changed slide head. It was perfect. Like, it ruled, like, you see, like, Testament hits you in that situation, he gets to combo you. Potemkin doesn't. Not anymore. Combo?
Oh, missing the APB, unfortunate.
There's a wonky targeting, we jumped in backwards rather than forwards.
Yeah. Not exactly easy.
Buster time the pressure. Yes, gotta get those air busts.
Beautiful patience from Hannah again as well.
Big drop there. Not unlocked still. Nice double jumps. Don't have to gain any frames of recovery. We just move it entirely. Oh, there we go. Aegis reflected. No. One chant here. 4 pot. Nice.
Oh!
Yeah, Hannah really loves to get those pressure extensions just from the frame advantage off 2H at a hammer rate. But unfortunately, there is a bit of a gap there, as we just saw. And Buster is exactly the sort of guy who's ready and willing to do this sort of thing. Oh. Buster
Found a gap of our own.
Picking up. Wow. Did that just crash? My monitor decided to go into sleep mode. I'm like, hey, sleep mode's on the mic, not there. Oh, that's a lot.
That's that vapor thrust is liable to be low profile by many moves, so you got to be careful of that. Wait, is that actually true for vapor thrust in this game, or is that an exile?
Oh, it's very true for this game.
Oh, it's very true. Okay, so just as long as I'm not misremembering.
If you're new to this game, if you're new to this game and you're playing Soul and you want to learn how to pressure Kai, just do sweep. He has to respect sweep.
Yep.
Sweep beats vapor thrust clean. It's disgusting. Almost as disgusting as making all meterless DPs throw vulnerable. But Arc System Works would never do that, would they?
No, of course not. I mean, Dark System Works has made mistakes before. That's just a bit.
System Works is a perfect game developer. None of their games have any sort of questionable decision making going on.
They've never gotten anything wrong, much like Platinum Games. That's why those two companies should make everything.
Man, I'm glad that people have learned that Platinum aren't that good a game developer. That said, Soul Cresta is still much more of a Platinum action game than fucking Bayonetta 3 was in the end. It even does the thing where the pure Platinum difficulty, the climax difficulty, has a bunch of mechanical changes, just like all the good Platinum games. It's too bad it looks bad. And the intentional artistic decision of making that Soul Cresta look bad. In tribute to Nippon, what is it? Nippon Saber? Anyway, the developers of the earlier Cresta games, which are like bad games. You know what's not bad? Potemkin Guard Cancel. Oh my goodness. S into PPPPP, just kill that hammer full, and we got that extension from the Star Mine. Yeesh.
Right.
Buster, making the statement.
Yep, Busters. Let Muffins have the first game. Alright, I've got the read now, download complete. Funny exchange in the chat there. Bridge Girl, Mama, Aces!
You know, it's like that bit in Gundam 00 Season 2 where everyone just lists the name of that who is most precious to them. And it goes for like 10 names straight and just ends with a close-up on Setsuna who just says, Gundam! Bless your ridiculous soul, Gundam 00 Season 2. Full of iconic characters like Ring Stavity and Revive Revival. Oh, we're reviving that pressure. We have not seen any Force Break Stun Ages up to the point. Just gotta let it rip. I mean, Buster has been having some Stun Age FRC drops here, so understandable that he'll switch it up. Go for the lower execution requirement. Oh my goodness.
Oh no! That Gold Burst coming in hot like, Ore tachi wa Gandamu-ga! Go get him, champ!
This is the red Potemkin, so we are activating Transam! That's right, play Gundam and you are Trans Am.
I was watching, Brett, the Gundam and
Yeah,
GGXX
Pop guy.
Yeah, Plus R guy. He was streaming because he's in Japan at the moment. He was streaming
Some experts, didn't it?
yeah, from Cross Boost just today. That game seems interesting. You know, as someone who's not super familiar with how Gundam kind of works generally. The impression that I got from what he was telling me is that Cross Boost seems to be a very aggressive kind of game compared to Maximon.
Yeah, Gundam Extreme Versus has gone through various waves of being much more aggressively focused and much more defensively focused. There was a point where, yeah, like there was this point where they had to, where a lot of tournament organizers during the full boost era disabled the time limit just because every single match was going to timeout. So like, you know what, if there's a time limit, you actually have to finish each other off.
Wow. So full boost was that kind of game, huh?
Yeah, full boost was amazingly stall heavy. Maxi boost is still somewhat stall heavy. It helps that the best point character in the game is just an incredibly good, versatile space control character.
Really early guard cancel here from Buster.
Doesn't want to block. Doesn't want to have to do the guesses.
True, if you block, you have to guess. No one wants to guess.
Seeing some pressure extension here. These star mines paying off dividends as they frequently do for Buster. Because it's just we don't like to block. We don't like to have to respect. And unfortunately, it's something which really forces you to respect. It really lets you get away with a lot of stuff because it's like you got a Dr. Doom beam assist behind you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a strong preventative tool. It's kind of like how we saw Murmur using that skull testament earlier, just using it to cover a lot of specific, like that very specific space right in front of the opponent to make them have to deal with a certain situation no matter what they're doing.
Muffin's got robbed there. That should have been enough damage on that Mega Fist to ODG. Need that exit ICPM. Increased OPG damage. What a final patch note to receive. Well, there's your classic. Oh, looking like we're gonna get a sick pick up there. No matter. Got the pressure reset here. What's the mix? Empty jump throw. And 2. And it's simple, keeping it conventional. Oh yes, very conventional. That's the way to go against Buster. He's a smart guy, but
that was gutsy. I like it.
Yeah, you can manipulate smart, pragmatic people. And we're seeing a bit of that from Muffins there. So if you're going for like these all or nothing Buster or Heat Knuckles, then yeah, you might find a way to navigate that. But you know, that means he's not like one frame jumping. So just jab him.
We're gonna get the pick up off that. Not taking the heat
corner.
again. We want to keep that positioning.
Ooh,
Yes, reason.
Thought that was gonna whiff, but no matter.
Oh, taking advantage of that whiff. Beautiful stuff. Both players are up 2 games now.
Year of Potemkin. Could this be it? Could the Buster be defeated? At the hands of Zepp's martial arts?
Well, we won't know unless Muffins is able to make it happen twice. There could be just enough time for Buster to maintain composure and regain control here, though. Buster certainly not looking like we're lacking any composure right now. Firmly in control with that 6P.
Drop my guard. This is what you call composure!
Right into the 2S.
I guess your head belongs to me. Here we go. In with that Porta no Kurumi? No. In with the Zero Shiki. Okay, one chant here for Potemkin. Do not give up, says Hannah. Keep gambling. Never mind. Buster just playing some dive kick, maintaining that high ground there. Eking out a hit as they try to approach.
Getting rid of that burst early, though.
A physical hit there. that extra damage from that slide head.
Oh,
Able to
he
block
went
the
for the
shot.
FRC and got sniped either way. Oh no! The throw reset.
I think that was still less damage than if it actually finished the combo. So it might have been not been confident the stun people would connect fully.
Sometimes you want to go for the mental guard damage.
Beautiful pickups there. Those weight-specific combos. We're playing Virtual Fighter. And Buster taking it.
3-2 to Buster. Well played to everybody.
Hi, punch.
Just a small bracket tonight, but you know, lovely to see everyone playing. Shout outs to everybody, including, you know, ACs. You know, good to see you playing. Love to see you, you know, continuing to improve. Same with everybody else here. Congratulations to our winner, Buster. Thank you to Fiery for putting this on. Thank you to Pitchy for being a lovely co-commentator as always.
Thank you for joining us, Sleep Mode. Have a happy birthday.
I certainly will.
Alright, thanks everybody for joining this week. Just a reminder, we have Vortex Gallery happening. It's going to be in the last week of the event, so it's scheduled for the 4th of March. It is a long time away. It's going to be on a Saturday. So everybody, is this the plan?
Yes, I believe on the night it's scheduled for 7 PM on that Saturday.
I think I disabled a command. Whatever. Anyways, all the details is there. Yeah, it's on the Saturday. Alright, we're gonna go raid Derek playing some Guilty Gear Strive. You know what it is.
Oh, my favorite game.
Alright, see you everyone.
Enjoy the Strive.
Enjoy.